17-19 to 12-16. This has been a major triumph for Ron Alexander, the coach of East Fremantle, the premiership team last year. He would be delighted with this exhibition. Filkey took a nasty one on the outer side. Socket off the ground by Buick towards right half forward. In front out there is Wilson, harassed out of it by Aish. Still a battle on the outer side. Buick's got the run of it yet again. He goes across right half forward, but he left it behind. Kapler picks up, lays it off, taken by Williams. Williams kicks towards that centre wing position. And Anderson, who's been quiet tonight, a player who really helped set up that victory in Perth last season, has taken them up. There goes the kick from Anderson down towards half forward. Laidley in front. But over the top comes Herbert to take the mark for South Australia. Herbert sees Filkey moving into open space. That's the direction the kick takes. Almost a good mark to Filkey. That was bad luck for him. Over the ball is Miles. Miles feeds it out. One of Waterson coming up from the back pocket. Sees the ball to centre wing. It bounces out of bounds and will have a throw.
27 minutes plus gone. Final quarter. Western Australia well in command. 33-point advantage. A throw in at the interchange gates. Harding against Micken. Micken well down to Nailey. Onto the boot quickly to the half-forward line, and Hall trapped it beautifully, lost the footing. Got to go and get it again. Laidley back there with him. Hall taps it out now. Campbell can't get it either. Players stack up and the umpire will come into bounce. Bounce down on the half-forward right flank. SA in attack. Umpire Phil O'Reilly. And the exhibition by both umpires tonight has been very good. Thumped by Micken, but it was straight to WA. The ball comes out now to Wiley. Flips it back infield. Malaxos. Back to Wiley in the double play. Goes in long looking for Dean. The kick is not a good one. But it does find another WA player. Kappa couldn't get there in time. And it's well taken by Peake about 30 metres out on a slight angle. Fourth mark, Peake. I think the ball went slightly off the side of the boot of the WA player. That might be uncharitable. Irrespective, WA have got it. And the former Geelong captain with 2 goals already to his credit. Puts it on its way again, but it's well offline. In fact, out on the full. And a penalty free kick to SA.
Not much time left now as Wayne Henwood, the former Western Australian, who's played for South Australia this evening, puts it out wide. Michael Aish with a slick handball. Salisbury, the kick smothered. A chance Nailey, but Bairstow intercepts for Western Australia. They have to get rid of it quickly. That was brilliantly done out there by Dwayne Lamb. Got the quick boot to the ball, and now Aish doing a lot of work in defence. Kicks around the body. Dean can't pick it up. Buick can. Runs through half forward. I tell you what, they're pretty confident now. The kick on the way. That will be paid. Buick's kick at goal will be paid. That was his second goal. It's the end of the game here at Football Park with Western Australia running out winners 19-19 to South Australia 12-16.
Well, full marks to Western Australia. They proved too good all night. As we've said repeatedly during the course of the commentary, their height initially was a big worry to South Australia when they went into attack. Their bigger players in Keane, Sartori, took the ball away with ease, and then later their smaller players came into the game strongly, the likes of Wiley on the ball. Mitchell, although we didn't see his a brilliant game all round, he was interchanged a lot. He still got 3 goals, but then McNish at centre wing gave them a big start. Renstead, Peake, Dean, he can go through. Malaxis had a fine game, and so you're going with Western Australia. They led at every change, 7-3 to 4-1 at quarter time, 9-7 to 5-7 at half time. SA made a big comeback to actually wrest the lead in the third quarter, but then they couldn't hold it into time on and went down at the 3-quarter time change, 10-12 to 14-10. But Western Australia finally running out winners 18-19 to South Australia's 12-16.
Final scores here at Football Park. South Australia 12-16 to Western Australia 18-19, a victory to the Western Australian side by 39 points. For the Western Australians, Wiley with 3, Keane and Mitchell also with 3, Peake and Dean with 2 each. For South Australia, Dietrich with 3, Cousins, Nailey and Filkey with 2 each. And in the despondent change rooms for South Australia now, we'll have David Darcy, in fact, talking with coach Graham Corns.
Agony and ecstasy, eh? Ecstasy a couple of weeks ago, agony tonight.
Oh, well, football's a funny game. You're only as good as the next game you play. Not the last game, the next game.
Gee, they were big, they were fast, they were good, weren't they?
Yeah, well, always the danger with Western Australian sides that they're going to be fast and use the ball well, but they were bigger than I thought they were, and we just, quite frankly, didn't have the flexibility to throw our backline players around on a couple of their big blokes as I would have liked to have done.
Surprisingly to me, they handled the conditions so well too. Their first quarter, where I thought they may struggle, they were brilliant.
Yeah, well, good players are going to adapt to the conditions. The ball got a bit greasy towards the end, but it was a beautiful night for footy, and they were just too good.
Yet for a fleeting moment in the third quarter, you didn't look good all night. You looked lethargic in the first half. For a fleeting moment in the third quarter, things got together, didn't they?
Well, we just put enough pressure on them to restrict their opportunities of using the ball, and we ran it into our forward lines quickly, and we capitalised on our opportunities. We probably wasted important opportunities in the first half that we shouldn't. But in the end, I'm disappointed we didn't go on with it. We had a chance there, but they weren't going to let it out of their grasp.
It was their quickness that kept the pressure on, though, really, wasn't it?
Well, the quickness.
Those cases of Filkey, when he was clear and running the goal, and just that bloke was getting there.
And the way they used the ball, they're a very good side, and I think they've got to be commended for the way they played it.
Well, it's 1-1. Bad luck, we've still got a chance. Who knows what's going to happen in WA?
Bit of a hollow victory.
Had a chance.
Yeah.
Bad luck.
2-0 would have been better.
Disappointed, Graham Corns, and you're disappointed too, Peter Market.
Yes, we all are, I think, David, and certainly a very true expression there. You're only as good as your next game, says Graham Corns, and the Western Australian team must be congratulated on a very good victory by 39 points. The Australian Championship's not yet over. The next game between WA and Victoria on July the 8th, that will determine the champion side for 1986 in Australia. Well, we've enjoyed bringing it to you. Well, I'm not sure that we've enjoyed it a great deal, but I hope you have enjoyed it, watching it at home. And don't forget, next Tuesday, June 3 at 9 o'clock, that is a new time at 9 o'clock, North Adelaide against Hawthorn in the Foster's Cup. From Football Park and from the entire crew here at Channel 7, good evening.